What's going on, YouTube? This is Roger here from the Reef, and I'm going to give you a nice long update on the 29 gallon. I know I've been kind of depriving you guys of updates on this tank, but it's kind of just in limbo. Like, nothing's really changing, but everything's changing at the same time. Just contradicting myself, but I just wanted to give you guys a little heads up on what's going on with the tank. The biggest changes are coming mainly equipment-wise, and but we're going to get into that in the second half of this video. I just want to give you guys a nice little tour. Excuse the shakiness for a second here. Of what's going on in the tank here. So far, growth is doing ridiculously well. Even if you guys can see these money caps, you go back a while ago, about half the size, a couple weeks ago. And they're doing really well. The millipora here is actually growing faster than it's coloring up, so I have that going for me. So it's about, the base is a good 3 inches across. I don't know if you guys can see the base of the millipora there. It's got a bunch of little sprouts coming up, but it's got this main branch which is growing so fast that it can't color up. But my blue tip acro, which is what I kind of formally gave it a name, some of those tips are still white, some of them aren't. I think it has to do with it being off to the side. That's about it. The staghorn is actually going to get moved to right here because I think it needs more light, and then I'll probably put that deep water right there, right in that spot there, after I kill all that zinnia off somehow. What else? Big news. I have 2 anemones now. I don't know if you guys can see, but I have an anemone right here in front, and I'm cranking it down. You can see the foot of the other anemone right there. That's the other anemone. Maybe this will be shot in the dark. Maybe you guys can see it. Oh, yeah, there it is. So I have 2 anemones. I have one in the back, and I have one in the front. Right now I do have a plan to remove it and go to the frag tank for consistent propagation, which I think would be kind of cool. What was I? I was over here. Frog Spawn's getting pissed by the urchin. He loves to piss things off, but this guy is the man. Like, look at, I got a really nice picture of him on my Facebook page if you guys want to see. I busted out the DSLR, which is basically acronym for Big Fancy Camera. I can't remember the actual acronym, but I got an insane picture of this urchin and these 2 monty caps, which is actually the banner picture on my homepage. So if you guys want to see, that's that. Next, plate coral, which is still just exploding with growth. I can't wait till it gets like 10 inches across. I think it'd be so cool. But both clams are doing really well. This one's gaping a little bit, but I think that's because I cleaned out the whole sump, and we'll get into that. And clams like a little bit of nitrates, and I probably removed a huge nitrate source because they were doing wonderful, which is why I didn't clean the sump originally, because the detritus was just kind of feeding the clams. But now that I cleaned it, both of them are starting to gape a little bit. Nothing bad though. Mantle extension's really good on the Maxima. A little overextended on the Crocea, but they're doing really well. I can actually see some cleanup crew critters there. I don't know if it's gonna focus or not, but oh, it tucked its head away. So that was a nice bristleworm. My elegance, I moved it away from the rock because it kept on getting coated in sand by the tiger serpent star that makes its home under this rock here. So it's doing really well. It's really bright green. Of course, the camera doesn't capture it very well, but and ever since I turned it on this angle, it's been getting a lot better flow, and so I hope it can maintain its nice flow like this. Bubble corals, just being a bubble, when it's fully extended, it's insane. It puts out the feeder tentacles. It looks phenomenal. Ganoapora is kind of getting abused. It's going to come off the sand probably after this video. I got a piece of rubble a nice flat piece of rubble I'm just going to set it on there, and maybe glue it on there, and that way the sand won't kill it. I got some pulsing xenia behind, which is isolated on a little piece of rubble that's covered in zoanthids. Nothing special there. You go to my baby, my torch. I really wish I could show you guys how big it really is. If I clean this side panel a little bit better, I would show you guys, but for comparison, what's something I'll have? I don't know. If I can get one of my fish to swim over there, that would work too. But okay, so here's a mag float on the side here. And this is about 4-inch mag float. So this is the size comparison to a 4-inch mag float. It's about it's about 4 inches extended, and then it's about a good square inch, 4 inches across. I don't know if you guys can tell. Like that's probably the best angle I can get, unless I tilt my power head down. But I don't feel like doing that. But yeah, it's insane. It's growing so fast. I'm gonna have to split it in half soon, but I don't want to because it's like the last thing I want to fry. Let me crank this up here. So getting up into these, this one's getting abused and mutilated, and it's gonna go to the frag tank, but it's alive, and I don't know how. I'm just gonna cut off all the dead ends and put it in the frag tank and never deal with it again. It's just falling over and getting stung and getting knocked off even when I glue it. I have like a big glob of super glue like this big stuck to that base because it just won't stay anywhere. So that's that. Bali Green is doing amazing. It's actually growing branches in its own shadow, like this branch right here, which is probably going to get fragged off so it doesn't die. And then there's actually branches going underneath the overflow box. So this whole rock is probably going to turn about 45 degrees to get it into this light. But yeah, something I always forget to mention is like this right here, this really bright white spot. It's actually, well, it's bleached out, but it's actually the base of a Garf bonsai. It's just kind of slowly encrusting over the rocks. It's actually, these are little worm tubes here, like this, and it actually encrusted around it, which I thought was like, and covered it. It's kind of cool. But yeah, the Monty Cap's doing well. All the Xenia, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might just take that rock out, burn it off, and put it back because I can't take it. But my big boy brain, is doing amazing. It's my favorite LPS probably. I know the torch is my first, and I have to say it, and the elegance really is my favorite. But the brain is just doing so well that I can't say it's not my favorite. If the elegance ever like extends out like it used to, it would be amazing. And it would be my favorite, but it's still kind of getting used to everything. It used to extend quite a bit, but it was in a really low flow, so it subtracted tentacles. So now it's in a higher flow area, it should extend back out, I hope. But what else? You guys know all my fish. Clowns, damsel, Flame Angel. He always comes out right when I want to talk about him. I swear to God, he's a freak. Okay, so now I'm going to show you what I did down below. Sorry guys, this is going to be a long update, long overdue update. But I'm going to pop this off the tripod. So it's going to get shaky from now. But I figure this stuff doesn't really matter. Alright, so this is what I did. The first big thing is this little black tube right here. That's on this little clamp. This is actually the output of a Tunzi osmolator ATO. It's all splashy right here because I just dumped some stuff in. But there's actually a check valve right here just to make my mom happy because she's scared. And then, actually because it used to back siphon until we fixed it. And then it just fills up this chamber because it's really high flow chamber. Not a lot of stuff settles in the front. Some stuff settles on the back, but a lot of it gets mixed rather quickly. And it goes to the refugium, which just has a lot of algae. I need to get rid of some of it. So if you guys want some algae, let me know. And this is called Para, and it has never gone sexual, and I've had it lit for 12 hours a day, and I've had it lit for 24 hours straight. Neither time has it gone sexual. Just gonna put that out there right there. You know, I got the Miracle Mud, and ever since I like these lamps 24 hours, I get this nasty brown algae in here. So I'm gonna only run them 12 hours. I think I'm obviously running them on the wrong 12 hours right now, but I'll fix that after this video. Oh no, wait, they turn on at 5. Oh, that's pretty close, it's like 4:50. So it goes in a rubble chamber, and then here are my sensors for the auto top off. The eye is what they call it, but the electronic sensor is right down here, and it basically just senses water level through that optical sensor, and that's the one that will keep the water level, whereas this white one here will, if that pump ever gets stuck on, this little float will raise, and a little sensor will go off and shut the pump off. So that's what that does. And oh, another big thing, totally forgot. You guys notice my big bar here is gone. All the cables are underneath in the back, and then they route right here. And the only reason that they're still right here is because I'm switching out this bar. I don't know if you guys can see it down there. Probably not. It's a white. It's the white bar down there. I don't know if you guys probably can't see it. It's a white power strip. Oh, you guys can't see it, but it's pretty big, and it's like a T. And I'm gonna switch it out for a DJ bar. That way it's nice and flat, and I can mount it in the front and have the cables go out the back. And then all of these cables here will be cleaned up, ran through the back there, and then the DJ bar will be right here. I should turn a light on. Mounted underneath this china cabinet here, and I could just slide the DJ bar out, turn off what I need, and slide it back in. So it's completely hidden. Then the Ecotech and actually both Ecotech products are run to a different outlet now. They go all the way over. And actually the ATO, this is kind of cool, the ATO goes through the floor. That hole right there, sorry guys, it's really shaky, but that hole right there, I don't know if you guys can see it, this white cable's in the way. Yeah, there's a hole right here. So this cable goes through the floor, and there's a hole right here. So there's two cables that go through the floor, and then my ATO bucket's basically sitting on a table in the basement. So, yeah. So I'm gonna give you guys one last view of everything. You know, a nice long update. You guys deserve it. I haven't updated this tank in quite a while. But there's a little shroom I forgot to mention. But yeah. Oh, and these. I always forget about the frags. The one on the left's mine, and the two in the front are Drew's. One on the left's a green Slimer that looks pretty brown, but like on camera, but it's pretty green. And the one on the right's straight purple in person. That was fragged from this, which is a blueberry tort, and then the Slimer was fragged from, you know, my Slimer. But yeah. Come Dan. I give you a better view than them. In the back there, nice view of the clam. Really cool animals, and I have a whole video about them coming. I'm gonna do some research. But Maxima, gold Maxima, really cool animals. Favorite coral, the elegance. I have so many favorites. The bubble, the Gano, the Xenia, the torch. Pink bird's nest, which is just, look, you can see the damage I've done to it with the Euphilia. Basically did this. It fell into the torch and just got mauled. So yeah, sorry gravity. And then the Bali green, you can actually see the part where it's in the shade isn't doing as well as the parts that are out in the open. So yeah, I'll definitely have to go in and frag this little branch off here. But yeah, then this is my overflow. I'm going to call it my overflow bird's nest, which is pretty cool actually. Yeah, but here's a nice top down. You guys probably can't see a lot. Maybe if I do this. Oh, that got rid of a lot of the agitation. Yeah. Alright guys, so I think that's really it for this video. I know it's a really long one, but a lot changed, and I hope you guys are enjoying your tanks and learning new things like I am. And that being said, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, recommendations, requests, leave them down in the comment section below or private message me. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching, and see ya, I guess.